Man, it is so real. I need a haircut so bad right now in the middle of this quarantine. And so do you. Oh man, it's so real. I'm looking at my face right now. I got this thing on selfie mode trying to record this video. I'm like, goodness, I need a haircut. And I thought maybe I should put a hat on for this video. But you know what? Today I want to talk to you about weakness. And I thought, I can't put a hat on if I'm going to talk about weakness. I need to show my quarantine hair off to the world right now. And so don't tune out yet, because we're not just going to talk about weakness. We're going to talk about how the power of God manifests through our weakness. How really our weaknesses are a landing pad for his power to flow through. I was reading earlier this week in 2 Corinthians chapter 12, and just a little bit of the synopsis and context around the verse I'm going to read you. Paul is wrestling with God about this thorn that he has in his flesh, and I don't know what the thorn is. I mean, scholars will tell you multiple different things, but the point is that this thorn has brought him to this point of extreme weakness. And he's pleading with God, and God responds with this phrase. Jesus responds in the middle of his weakness with this truth. He says, "My grace is always more than enough for you, and my power finds its full expression through your weakness." Think about that. Jesus' power finds its full expression through your weakness. The full power of God, the full expression, is found through your weakness, through my weakness. I was spending time with Jesus several months ago, and I felt him clearly say to me, "Graham, I would rather have your weakness than your strength." Isn't that so counterintuitive to us? Like, I would rather have your weakness than your strength. But isn't it true? So many times we try to give our strength to God. This is what I'm really good at. This is what I can do. Man, I'm super this way. I'm super that way. I'm the greatest leader in the world, God. I got the biggest vision you could possibly think about. But I came to a point, actually, earlier last week, where I just began to recognize I am so weak, God. I don't have the greatest vision. I'm not the greatest leader. I'm not, sometimes that confident. I'm, disciplined sometimes. I just begin to give him my weaknesses. And in the middle of that, I'm telling you, the presence and power of God began to fall. And I just began to get hit. I just began to cry because his presence was so real, was so here. You see, Paul, he got the same reality. And he says, "So I will celebrate my weaknesses, for when I'm weak, I sense more deeply the mighty power of Christ living in me." That word living is like resting on the power of God, the life of Christ living through me, through my weaknesses. I just want to encourage you guys today. It really is true. In our weakness, Jesus is strong. Paul got this revelation. You can see it all throughout his letters. 1 Corinthians 2, where he says, I've come to you not with an eloquent speech or the wisdom of this world, but with fear, much trembling, with inadequacy. so that you wouldn't put your trust in the wisdom of man, but in the power of God. So I just want to encourage you guys today. Would you get real? Would you get raw with God this week with your weaknesses? Because his power wants to land on you to transform your life, but transform the lives of others around you, to transform your city, your nation. But it only comes when we recognize our weakness. It's a portal to God's power flowing through us. Love you guys.